Today we got World Cup or Super Bowl, what's bigger? I mean, the World Cup has people absolutely losing their minds, while the Super Bowl is kind of just like a massive, glorified barbecue for America. No, in all honesty, I'm not too sure if they're like talking about the audience that watches the World Cup on TV. Is that bigger? Which I think pretty positive it is, by like a lot. But are they talking about like the amount of people that show up? With my newfound interest in football, this video caught my eye, so let's check it out. Appreciate you guys stopping in. Let's get started.
The Super Bowl can feel like the centre of the sporting universe. Between the weeks-long build-up, the flashbulbs which light up the stadium while the opening kickoff hangs in the air, and the world-famous recording artist who plays to an audience of millions at half-time, the event has an aura of unquantifiable size. But just how does it compare with the World Cup?
First of all, I do want to say, when is this video from? This is a couple years ago, and the halftime show has really fallen off though. Like, the artist used to be like really entertaining back like 10 years ago. Now it just kind of sucks, but let's see where he's going with this.
Well, in America, it's enormous. Super Bowl 56, which saw the Los Angeles Rams defeat the Cincinnati Bengals, was relatively unremarkable in viewership terms. And yet, across the various broadcasting platforms, the game totaled a viewership in excess of 112 million. That represented a rise on the previous year, but it was still significantly short of the 172 million viewers attracted by Super Bowl 51, in which the New England Patriots enacted a stunning comeback against the Atlanta Falcons. But 2022 still...
I wonder if they're like accounting, because everybody goes to Super Bowl parties, and usually you can have anywhere from like 15 to like 100 people at a single party watching one box. So it might be kind of hard for them to like quantify how many people are actually watching it. But I mean, still, even 172 million, you're talking about over 30% of America, but not really that many people watch it outside of America. So I just already know I already know where this is going.
According to Nielsen data published by NFL.com, 90% of all people using a television in the United States during the event on February the 13th, 2022 were watching Super Bowl 56. So while it has its ups and downs, the Super Bowl dominates its market. By adjusting its estimates to include different sized viewing parties, Nielsen calculated that roughly 208 million people watched the most recent Super Bowl. A figure roughly two-thirds the size of the United States population.
So I was right. It's even higher, at least for America. I was like, it's probably definitely more people than that actually watching. So Nielsen's has 208, which, I mean, it's like most of the country. It's an event here. When the Super Bowl happens, the week leading up to it, there's all kinds of stuff, the marketing, posters, ads, literally everywhere. And then like on the day of the Super Bowl, if you go into any restaurant, anywhere, like, it's absolutely dead. A lot of them will just actually close. Like, restaurants will just close down for the day because everyone is at a party eating at home. Is it like that with the World Cup? Does, like, everything kind of come to a halt? I mean, there's so many countries, so it's hard to tell.
And doesn't incorporate the between 30 to 50 million viewers who watched from outside the US. Expressing that viewership as a percentage of the global population of 8 billion provides important context. And also shows that the World Cup is on an entirely different scale. In 2018, 3.6 billion people watched the tournament. Across the 64 games played...
3.6 billion? What is there? 8 billion people in the world? I think I just looked this up the other day. My son was asking. I know it was at like 7.5. We've been going up pretty quickly, but 3.6? Damn, dude. That is a lot of people watching the World Cup. And there's not that many viewerships that come from the US. So, I mean, there's 8 billion people and we have like 330 million. So,
Russia, the average per match television audience was 194 million. Essentially, on a viewership basis alone, that equates to 64 Super Bowls within a month. According to FIFA's estimates, the total audience across all games and ceremonies in 2022 is expected to rise significantly and exceed 5 billion. That would be greater than the 3.6 billion who watched the 2012 Olympic Games in London, or the 3.2 who tuned in to watch the Rio Games 4 years later. But the final itself has a staggeringly high audience, and as a single one-off game is really the only direct comparison with the Super Bowl. In 2010, 909.6 million people worldwide watched Spain beat the Netherlands, an audience more than 14 times the size of the two countries' collective population. In 2014, that figure rose again, with 1.01 billion viewers tuning in to see Germany defeat Argentina after extra time. And that number grew further
Holy
in
cow.
2018, with 1.1 billion people across the world seeing France defeat Croatia in Russia. It's an upward trend which captures the growth of the event, but also the tournament's truly global nature.
Imagine the amount of pressure. I think about it this way, the amount of pressure on the production team, like everyone who's there filming it, like whoever's there running the actual stream of the game, it's like, oh, there's only 1.1 or 1.2 billion people watching this right now, so don't screw up. That would be so nerve-wracking. Oh my gosh.
The event, but also the tournament's truly global nature and the final's imperviousness to the identity or size of the countries taking part. In that regard, it's a spectacle and an event without comparison. If you like this video, please consider...
Insane. All right, I'll put a link in the description for the creator. On that note, appreciate you guys watching. If you want to hit the like button on the way out, I'd super appreciate it, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.